Hello. That happens every time. It's because I'm not a drink. Reliving my best teenage life.
You're not.
I am.
Oh, I'm so
I am, baby.
jealous.
Honestly,
Oh.
slam dunk the funk. Put it up if you get that feeling.
Who's your favourite? So, going into stats and statistics, obviously we launched on the...
Statistics is the same as stats. Stats is just the short one.
It is her future fiance.
Future fiance.
Well, no, future husband.
I mean,
Sorry, Rob.
I'll tell him. We've just finished the bloody wedding menu today as well. I'm going to take my future fiance. Oh my, second time round.
They are becoming 5. We have them on. What are you becoming now? We are becoming
5.
5.
Or it could be like
3, 2,
2,
1, let's go.
Honestly. Right, well that was fucking fun, wasn't it? So you're going to do it again now? Right, stop laughing. Hello and welcome to Becoming Lucy with me, Hannah.
And me, Lucy.
So today's episode is slightly different because we were supposed to have our wonderful guest on called Katie. And actually her episode is about her dealing with breast cancer, and the chemo unfortunately is making her a little bit unwell, so she can't join us this evening for the episode. We are sending lots of love to Katie, and we actually really can't wait to talk to her in the new year. She is still planning on being a guest, and she's really passionate about this cause and talking about it. So thinking of you, Katie, sending lots of love, and we are looking forward to hearing your story in the new year.
So, yeah, get well soon, mate, and I'll speak to you very soon, and we're definitely thinking of you. Mwah.
So, on that note, we were, literally sort of thinking, shall we just have an early night? Should we go and watch Traitors? It's the Traitors final tonight, actually. Yes, Rob and I are an episode behind. So we need to watch that one and watch the final. So we are going to wrap this up pretty quickly, actually. We were thinking about, what to do. And then we just thought, you know what? Let's just crack on and have a chat about what's been going on over the last sort of 6 weeks, because it's been crazy, hasn't it, with this podcast?
Yeah.
We literally started messaging, didn't we, about 6-7 weeks ago. So, yeah, you sort of share actually how it all began. And then how we kind of got to this stage.
Yeah, it was a bit of a whim of an well, it wasn't really a whim of an idea. It's something I think in the back of my mind I've always kind of wanted to do. And people say, "Oh, you'd be really good on a podcast. Like you can chat for loads of shit at work and keep everybody entertained, and how you can get information out of anybody just by chatting." I'm like, I'm just interested. I'm not nosy. So it kind of came off, and obviously the accident I had last year, and now unfortunately, for those who don't know, I can't work at the moment. So it's kind of like, how do I keep my mind occupied at the same time? So I went into I was like, sod it, I'll start a podcast and see what I can do. And I was actually originally having one of my other friends, Jess, to come and help me. And then she's had her own things going on. She's like, no, I think it's like your passionate project. And then I kind of just started plugging it out there. And we got on the group chat, didn't we? And then Hannah was like, oh, you're doing a podcast? About 5 days later after I posted it.
That is typical me on chats and social media. Anyone that knows me absolutely expects a 3 to 5 working day response from me. I basically said, do you want to co-host?
Yeah.
And the rest is history, literally, isn't it?
It literally is. And then I was like, oh, do I? And it was kind of it was funny, wasn't it? It was a bit like an interviewing process here, because you were literally like, right, okay, how can we do this? And I was coming up with my ideas in the background. I was actually sat in this seat. I can't remember what we were on about, how we plugged it, and you were like, I'm tapping my fingers here while you're typing me back. Like, what are you going to say? Do you want me? Do you not want me?
Literally, I was like, obviously messaged in the group chat, didn't I? And then we like immediately started chatting, obviously separately. And to be honest, like, straight away that dynamic was just there, wasn't it? Like, and
Mm.
I was like, right, let's see if like does actually want anyone. You know, I'm keen. But you only see the three little dots. I was like, she's been fucking typing for ages. Like, what the fuck is she going to say here? But actually, it was like a really nice message, wasn't it? And we were leaving some voice notes to each other. We got straight into the creative side immediately, didn't we?
Mm.
I was bombing ideas to you. You were sending them back to me. We were very much on the same page with sort of the manifestation type things and the ideas we had. So we were totally on the same page. And then I remember you messaging me saying, I've just played one of your voice notes to my friend Jess, who was originally going to do it with you, the one that you've just spoken about. And she was like, no, you found the perfect co-host. That's why I'm not meant to be doing this right now. You and Hannah go off and do it. And then we've literally not stopped texting or sharing ideas or speaking to each other or voice noting, which is
Yeah.
definitely my preferred method of communicating.
I'm still arguing that from the Hendy, by the way, because I lost a point for that, and I would have been on top with Harriet, and I got deducted a point, and I
Do
was
you want
just
to,
not
should we
accepting
car
that.
park that and bring it in later, or do you want to say what that, because I'm actually lost what that was for. What was that for again?
Well, we have to, like, do the whole, "Does she like this? Does she like
Oh,
that?"
again. Yes, that's it. Yes, the
Yeah.
voice note or messages or WhatsApp. Yes, I
Yeah,
remember
and
now.
Tara declined my voice note. She said, "No, it's
Yes.
text." I'm like, "I
Y-
said voice note. I could not be
Yes.
any clearer with the fucking best answer."
This was at the end of the evening of the second day, and I was probably 60 vodkas in at this point from the whole weekend.
With your little
So yeah,
disco cup.
yeah, I did. That was great. Yeah, there was a couple of the hens that definitely got less than I thought they would. Do you remember?
I think Tara actually did the worst, so I think she
No,
was
I
just.
think it was Karina.
Oh,
So she was
really?
giving Tara so much shit because Tara was basically like not getting any of them right, and then it turned out that Karina got less than Tara. So yeah, shout out to my hens who clearly know me. But no, it was all fun and yeah, it was really good. But yeah, the voice note thing, and actually I speak to you more obviously because of what we're doing more than I speak to Rob, like
Mm.
literally.
And for
But
those
yeah, I
who don't
think
know
it
who
was
Rob is, it is her future fiance.
future fiance.
Well,
Do you mean?
no, future husband.
I mean, I
Sorry,
can
Rob.
look for. I'll tell him we've just finished the bloody wedding menu today as well. I'm going to take my future fiance. Oh my god! But yeah, I think that's what's happened, really, isn't it? Like we've just had that really good like dynamic, and yeah, just messaging, voice noting. Like I said, I'm probably the top of your list. You're the top of my list in
Yeah.
terms of the messages. And we just kind of like brought this along together, which is really, really good. So that's kind of what it's been a mad like 6 weeks, hasn't it? Because we've
Yeah.
sort of then discussed like what episodes we want to do. You had a few guests lined up already. So obviously we had Becca and Jess who were like amazing. And I remember as well when we was talking about it and what we were going to do and how we were going to bring it to life and this, that and the other. I remember just saying to you, fucking hell, these girls have been through a lot. I can't wait to speak to them and we'll just hit record. Like literally, I was so intrigued by their stories that
Mm.
I was like, even if we don't do anything with this, let's just speak to them anyway because I'm so interested in their journeys. And I think that's what's made it really good for us to do because we genuinely want to speak to people and find out about like what they've done in their life,
Mm.
And then with you, obviously we've been friends for a long time, and I knew you'd had your accident, but like we said on your episode, I didn't know all the detail, and then you were just sharing, which was amazing, and it was right that we started with your episode.
Yeah, I think no, it was good, and I think that kind of highlights for anybody who you've got friends, and I know like we've been speaking and stuff, and there's so much that you don't know about your own friends. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
again, I think everybody out there has got a story. Do you know,
yeah.
like
So if you want
literally
to be a
has.
guest, let us know.
Yeah. And also, if you've got any ideas as well for us,
Yeah,
throw them at us. So
yeah. I think we said at one point as well we were going to do like a poll and stuff and see what you guys want to listen to and hear about because absolutely like we are going to just keep plugging away with what we kind of think's interesting. But absolutely, if you've got ideas and like you said, Luce, let's hear them
yeah, because I
for
know we've had
sure.
a lot of, so obviously, as we mentioned a couple of times in the episodes, we are ex-holiday reps, and we have a lot of ex-holiday reps I'm still remaining, listening in, and obviously everyone's got a lot of stories like, "Oh, you need to speak about this time, or you need to speak about that, and do you need a story about when we lost Danielle on the cruise?" And it's all like those kind of
Yeah, we
things.
do.
So I'm sure that'll be in the pipeline because there's so much we can divulge, and I think it really takes a lot, I think, to think about those repping stories though, because everyone
Yeah,
I don't know if you get it on a night out, I was like, "Oh, I bet you got loads of good stories," and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I get it on like, if I go on a date and you kind of put on the spot because you're like,
yeah,
"Oh, it takes me a minute to think, like, what season was I in?" Like,
yeah.
you were drunk quite a lot. Oh, and just on the note, Georgia can do Sunday. If we do 8 p.m., that will
Oh,
work with bedtime. I've got some pics
brilliant.
sent over. Yay, we got a
Yes.
guest for next week.
Right, amazing. So live updates right now. Georgia was planned in for next week, later in the week, but we've moved it to Sunday,
Yeah.
so we can get it out on Tuesday. So all the workings behind the scenes you're currently hearing right now, but fuck it. We're literally just obviously amateur podcasters, aren't we? So we've got to share how it actually works.
Oh,
But yeah, no, I think the holiday rep stories, I'm personally buzzing to hear like all our friends' stories and also try and work out if we were part of it or not. You know, and you get a bit of a hazy head and you're like, was I on that boat when that happened?
yeah.
But yeah, I think definitely. And I think what we'll do is try and get like voice notes and stuff
Mm,
from people and hear them from,
yeah.
all over.
So if you're
Um,
listening, send them now so I don't have to text you. Saves me a job.
yes, save Lisa job, please. Because actually, to be fair, like all the editing and stuff, like you've learned like a great new skill with this as well, haven't you? Because like Lou said, she's been signed off sick, and this has definitely become like your purpose, which is amazing. And obviously, I'm still working full time. I've got my 3-year-old. I'm planning a wedding, all the bits that normally go on. Life admin list the size of my arm. So it's been lovely knowing that kind of the behind the scenes editing stuff has been taken care of by you, and then you just sort of send me stuff and say, "Are you okay with this?" and "Shall we do this?" and then I put ideas back to you, and it's a really lovely dynamic, isn't it? Although
Yeah. Or
I
you
do
get
get told.
go
No,
on.
say what you're going to say.
I was gonna say, like, there's sometimes I get it as in like, uh, what are you posting about? I didn't know about I'm like, yeah, I just couldn't be asked to text you because I knew it might take a few hours, so I just went ahead and did it.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm like, right, okay, cool. No, that's good. Thanks for that. But yeah, so as again we alluded to earlier, it does take me quite a while to get back to you. However, you are
No,
the
you
person
won't.
I get back to, like
Mm.
really quickly now because it's about this. So yeah, no shade on anyone else. I will pick up your problems eventually, but the pod, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good that you do all that behind the scenes, and like I said, you're picking up a new skill, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's been like it's not easy, I will say. I am learning, and I'm so glad that we did have a play about when we had like these little meetings in our dressing gowns to kind of work out
Yes.
the system and how it worked, and it is getting easier. But we've had sound issues, like we lost a bit of Becca's episode the other day, and then it came back, and then I exported it, and it was missing. I was on to ChatGPT and then a robot and then a real human who couldn't help me. And then I thought I'd edit it by lunchtime, and then by 4 o'clock it actually came back. So yeah, it does take time. And we had dogs barking, which you've not heard because I managed to cancel it out with a great sound
What's his
system.
name? What is
Loki?
my dog's name?
Loki. Is it
So sh
Loki?
Yeah,
Have
but
you
you
said it
always
right?
call him Lockie.
I know.
So in
I
the
called him
episode
Lucy the
you
other
did
day.
actually. So in the episode that you wouldn't have heard because Luce did a fine job at editing it out, it was with Jess, wasn't it? She was like, "Is that Lockie?" And I was like, "Yes, he's barking at the door." And then we have to pause so I can sort him out. And for anyone again that knows Loki, is more work than my 3-year-old. So yeah, he came in, had a biscuit, I had to put him back out again, then he stopped barking, and we just had a little pause, didn't we?
We
All
had
for
a
Loki.
pause, and, Jess's battery went, so
Yes.
we just stuck. We were just here, and I was like, "We're not turning it off recording. I can't do any more editing." And then, yeah, and then it was all that whole, we yeah, we've not argued, have we? But it's a bit like, yeah, you remember, and I was like, "Hannah, we shut the fuck up."
I was so invested in the story. Honestly, no, there's definitely been no arguments. And do you know what we always
No.
say? We always say like how nice it is that we can be so honest with each other. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean? We're
yeah,
always like, no, don't agree with that, or shut the fuck up, or take that out, or do this, and
yeah.
that's really lovely. Like we don't get offended by anything, do we?
No,
Which is definitely key, I think,
no,
because
definitely.
although I think we're on very similar lines with the creativity side of things, there are obviously going to be differences that we want to do or try. So yeah, I think it's understandable. There might be, a few passionate moments, but it's definitely not long, or they don't stick around, do they?
No, no, no. And I think that helps with, I say, we refer back to it a lot, but with overseas, you work, live, and go out with these people constantly. So any bad eggs don't really stay around long anyway,
No,
do they? Do you know what I mean? So you get
no,
used to speaking to people like you would your own family.
yeah,
So, and
definitely.
like I say, we've done a few seasons, so
We have.
it
We have.
comes
You're probably
together from
getting
there.
payback from when I was your manager, and maybe I was like, right, where are your sales? Where are your
Yeah.
CSQs? Why are you not in work?
You're the worst one. You're the only manager in Salute who made us to go and do the airport. You know, you have to go see the coaches off at your hotel.
See
And
us.
yeah, that was it. And like we were up at like 6 o'clock in the morning or even earlier to go and see off with just like 30 guests. And I was just like, couldn't stay in bed because then you're not going to see anybody else for the next 2 hours. And then
Look,
yeah, and Rob didn't make his team do that.
he didn't. We had
No.
different managers, and did we
Yeah.
get results? Yes. Did we get CSQs? Yes. We got sales? Yes. And C-offs actually, sorry, this is going way back. This feels like a team meeting. C-offs are actually a really good way of leaving that lasting impression for your guests. And when they get that CSQ, they're going to remember that, and they're going to mark you 100%,
Oh,
or 10 out
yeah.
of 10, whatever it was at back then. So actually, when your
Yeah.
bonuses were coming into your pay packet and when you were getting lovely placements, I'm sure you were very grateful then.
Yeah, yeah,
And we were talking about you and Charlie actually, weren't we, in terms of the dynamic with the holiday rep thing. I know we're going now back into that, but anyway, it just made me think about it because I know that when it came to you and Charlie, it was hilarious. So Charlie is literally a lot younger than us, but she is like a mother hen, isn't she?
yeah,
And she has always like looked after you and made sure that you're in the right places. But then your personality completely complements Charlie's, and you two were just a really good team together in all
yeah,
the hotels that you worked in together. And we've just recently had my hen do, haven't we? And
mm,
Charlie was invited, Lucy was invited, obviously long-standing friends. And Lucy, you came with your crutch and your wheelchair and whatnot. And just from the minute that like Charlie met you again, was at train station, wasn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
She just picked that role back up again, didn't she? And she was just there, and she was like, "Come on then, Goose," because that's what she calls you. And like we were obviously out in clubs and going to bars, and we were at restaurants, and we went to the bloody beach and all this kind of stuff. And you could just see like Lucy and Charlie with the wheelchair, and it was just like so cute. And I remember like on the Saturday night we had like a little huddle, didn't we, in the bar, and we were just like, it feels like we're sort of back overseas again, that we don't have these big gaps where we don't see each other, that we just pick up where we left off, don't we? And like Charlie's
Mm,
still the same, like she's so funny, isn't she? And the hen do is like totally not her scene, but she came
no,
to obviously like support me and whatnot, which was amazing. And yeah, I want to get her on so you can see and hear what she's like,
yeah.
because she's just brilliant, isn't
And
she?
she's so blunt as well. Like,
But
face is like
quietly.
yeah. Because obviously like for we'll go into it now, but we played Traitors, didn't we, on your Henry? It was completely off a whim, but Tara just came up with it, dressed up as Claudia with a scarf around her head to make herself have a
Honestly.
fringe. She'll just turn up unannounced anywhere in the room with this black jacket on or this outfit on, stomp around, and they're like, right, traitors.
Traitors.
Like,
And do you know what?
and
Like,
like
and like,
faithfuls.
it was amazing. And like you said, the activities, which were incredible, like, and Ames and the bridesmaids did such an amazing job.
Mm,
It was on the night that it was me, Pippa, and Tara, and we just had a chat, and we just suddenly started talking about traitors because Tara had stayed at our house with Amy and Lee and her partner Ryan, and we played it that night, and we just made it up with the phones
right.
and stuff. So we had already played it like a few months before. So then we brought it up and did it again. And the funny thing is, right, so me, Pippa and Tara were talking about it, and we were like, right, let's just like do it tomorrow morning. Like, Tara, you were Claudia last time at my house, so be Claudia again. Let's not tell anyone. Let's do it in the morning. Fucking next thing I know, Tara walked straight over to Emma, I think it was. It might have been you in B at 1 and was like, we're playing Traitors tomorrow. And then me and Pippa were just like, are you fucking kidding me? And then I saw her go over to another group of like my girls from Cornwall and say the same thing. And then obviously we all woke up the next morning to a text, didn't we?
Yeah. And then I blew it straight away because I was like talking because we were getting in the taxis. And I was like, God, I thought I'd done something wrong and been with someone's boyfriend last night, getting this like, have you been faithful? Have you been this? And then Pippa's like, I was like, oh shit. I was like, I could be doing nothing.
You could be.
Yeah.
It was amazing though, wasn't it? Like, it was
Yeah.
so good to play that like all the Sunday. And it just like, we already had like such a jam-packed day, which included me nearly having a heart attack on the zip line. Which was amazing. But yeah, it was already like an amazing jam-packed day. And then we added Traitors to the mix. It was just like really cool to play, wasn't it? So yeah. And Tara, like you said, just coming in like with this costume on. Maybe we should share a picture of her.
We should. We'll put it on our Instagram. But going back to Charlie, because when she was getting accused of being a traitor, because obviously she's just a bit quiet, she's taking everything in. You're like, that's just Charlie. Like,
yeah, that
Charlie
is
was
just Charlie.
Like, answering back dead blunt, like, this is me.
Yeah, and me and you, like, we probably should have joined in and tried to chuck her under the bus to get another faithful out.
Yeah.
Well, we were like, no,
you were a traitor. You killed me, you bitch.
I did, and actually, you might have seen that on the socials because you put our pictures up. Because Tara was also drawing pictures, wasn't she?
Yeah.
And I murdered you as a traitor.
I was getting on. I was getting on to you all.
You were.
With you.
I know you were. You did a good job. And then Keely ultimately, her and Jade at the end, and Jade's little face, where she realised that Keely had completely pulled the wool over her eyes. It was so dramatic, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it was amazing. But no, the whole weekend was honestly incredible. Like, it was just so fun, wasn't it? And it was the first time we'd seen each other in a while, and also since we started the pod, so like seeing each other face to face.
Well, we need to get some pictures together, and then we haven't used them anyway.
We've used one.
You sent me one. Just to clarify as well.
I sent you one. I was like, yeah, I'll send you all the rest, and that's the end of that. That's the end of that. But no, it's I think that's when we did that little celebrating, like we've got 27,000 subscribers and we've got 25.
Yeah, but that's on the emails, by the way. So if anyone hasn't joined the email list, you want to know when this is coming out and any good news or anything behind the scenes, you'll get it on there. So
yeah,
find the link and I'll buy you on Instagram.
Good plug. But we're on download wise though. We're like on like over 250, aren't we?
So download wise, yeah. So going into stats and statistics, obviously we launched on
statistics is the same as stats. Stats is just the short one. Stats and analytics, maybe. Should we say that instead?
Yeah. I mean, I'm the one who deals with all this shit, but I don't have to say anything. I just like tell us what country we've been listening to. I've always got my words mixed up though, and I know. I mean, anyone who works for me knows this. And how many times? I mean, you called me out today, the other day. My mate Lee does it all the time at work. I put a post on about my mate, like when we played hockey. He's like, goalkeeper is one word. This is this. I'm like, oh fuck off.
But
he's out there now. I can't spell. I can't do anything. If people question it, don't matter.
Fuck it. I did say I can do spell check, and you're like, yeah, but I don't even know I'm doing it wrong, so I put it out when it's too late. I'm like, right, brilliant. Just to let you know, if you say our, as in our guess is O-U-R. Just remember that. That's what I was saying to you with it. But obviously, again, we have a laugh of it. But talking about understanding what you say, that's like when I was your manager, and we used to be out on like nights out when the job was done, and you used to get obviously drunk, and no one could understand what you were saying apart from me. And I would I'd be like, she's saying this. She's saying, can you get her a drink? She's saying, can you move the chair? She's saying, can we go to the club? Like, that's what she's saying. I used to translate for you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Fucking hell. Anyway,
so going back, obviously to our stats and analytics, I can't fucking say it. You know what I mean. Anyway, he doesn't mind.
Oh,
Yeah, on launch day, I think we did well. I don't really know what to compare it to. Do you know what I mean? But
well, we
yeah,
yeah.
by the end of launch on that first day, we had 194 downloads, and that's all like obviously the podcast platforms. Obviously, the main ones being Apple and Spotify and Amazon Music and a few others, and then that's not including our YouTube. And I think now, when we checked before this episode, we were on 272.
Yeah.
So I will take that. So
Yeah,
for
for
anyone who
sure.
has listened, thank you very much. It
Yes.
is very much appreciated. And again, if you do want to hype us up a little bit more, press press how many stars you want, but preferably 5 stars. Any comments, reviews, subscribe. Oh, my dad made me laugh the other day because obviously my mum's pushing everyone to I can't even say the word now, subscribe.
Subscribe. Yeah.
And my dad's like, if I subscribe, do I have to pay for it? I was like,
You will eventually, Dad. Who knows?
no, it just means that if another episode comes out, you're aware of it. He's like, oh, I've been watching all these fishing videos and I've never subscribed because I didn't want to pay. So if
so,
anyone's scared,
so Martin's now got his fishing videos subscribed and now our podcast. Excellent.
hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully. But no, like Lou said, thank you so much because obviously we gave ourselves a little target of 100, didn't we, on launch day? So we smashed that by
Yeah.
like 94. And then we have said by tomorrow, which will be Friday, the 7th of November, we would like to be up to 300. So let's hope we can do that. And let's just, keep plugging away.
Yeah, definitely. So
But
we shall
it's,
see. I hope, like they say, we've got some interesting guests coming up. So
we have.
hopefully something that can relate to everybody.
I know.
And
And I
yeah, and then
think,
we've also been, well, this weekend we've had like obviously opportunities, like we're going to like networking events, like it is like it's getting out there, it's exciting. And my friends invited me to a premiere, like a film premiere that is this local cinema over in Winslow at the Rex, and it's a veterans premiere. So it's just I feel like I should get more details now because I feel like I'm not really selling it if I don't get it completely right.
no, I
Um,
think it looks really good. And you shared it anyway, haven't you, on our
I
socials?
have
So
shared it.
I think it's really good though
So
because it's linking in with kind of what we want to do with this anyway. That real talk, real inspiration, real stories, all that kind of stuff. And if you're going to a premiere, you need to get dressed up.
yeah.
And weren't we speaking the other day about there might be someone there that will be exciting to see?
Yes, well, I'm not gonna mention any names until if like people are actually there. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So
If not, we'll never bring this up again and just say we didn't say
I know.
that.
But yeah, it's a guy, he's basically put a video out and it's all about obviously veterans, what they're going through, the support that they need basically once they come out of the army or the navy and what they really go through. So and it's really, really like the snippet that I've shared is really powerful and he's
Yeah, it
made
is.
it as raw as anything, and I think I'm going to be in absolute tears watching it. I think it goes from people whose families have been vexed. I've got goosebumps as I'm talking about families, the people who are going through it themselves, and you said it's something you won't see basically on a documentary. It's
Wow.
literally going to be raw and unfiltered, so it's going to be very interesting, obviously, to report back on that, and obviously
Yeah.
inspirational for the people who will be there who were in the film. So
It'll be amazing for them to watch back and hopefully they feel really proud of themselves and really brave for opening up and yeah, you're going to be able to witness that firsthand. So I'm definitely looking forward to you reporting back. And just remember, whilst you're there, I'm going to be at a Five concert, reliving my best
oh,
teenage life.
you're not.
I am.
Oh, I'm
I
so
am, baby.
jealous.
Honestly,
Oh.
slam dunk the funk, put it up if you get that feeling.
Who's your favourite? Who's your favourite now? Who is your favourite? Hang on. Who's your favourite back then? Now who's your favourite now?
J and J.
Really?
Yeah. So I
Mine
did go through a little abs phase back in the day.
oh,
Um,
no offence,
but
Abs.
I think Jay is always been sort of the one I found the most attractive. Like I think you could always tell Scott was good looking,
Mm.
fine, and they all got lovely traits. Just in case they ever listen to this, that you're all great looking. But yeah, J and J for me, and
Stay
still
married.
to my future fiance, which could be Jay from Five.
I'm the single one over here. You know what? Back in Salou, Scott from Five, who was actually my original favourite when I was younger, went to Chaplin's, I think, one night.
Did he?
Yeah, and I was really excited, but I was that hungover, I slept for the whole thing and never met him.
Oh
And I
my
was
God, I
really
did.
annoyed.
Was that?
Yeah,
I didn't know that he was in Chaplin.
yeah, he definitely made an appearance because I was really wanting to go and then I didn't go.
Isn't that
'Cause,
mad though, that like they were obviously massive. Then obviously they were going, to various sort of meet and greets, in places like Chaplin's, which is a fantastic venue. It really is. But no, but you know
Not
what I
me.
mean? Like,
Yeah, no.
I want it. But you know what I mean? Like, obviously doing like smaller meet and greets. And then obviously like I saw the documentary and Scott was actually featured in that as well, and Sean. And that was like really great to watch, and how their mental health was really affected by the fame and everything they did. And when I was watching that, 'cause there was people from Boyzone in it and things like that, and it was all very similar. Like back then, you didn't talk about it; you had to just graft, get up, do it time and time again. Like talk about burnout. Like that's literally what they were doing for years. But they felt like they had to continue because they've been given this opportunity and whatnot. Obviously, then they stopped and they've had time to reflect and had families and whatnot. And what was so nice to hear about it was that
Say
like
what now again?
and
Sorry.
whatnot, whatnot. I'm in my flow. But yeah, like they were like saying that they're going to have an opportunity to do it all again, but like with stronger mental health. So like when they're now going to go
Mm,
on stage, and obviously I'll see them on Saturday, and they've already been doing like loads of different gigs around the country.
yeah,
Imagine that feeling they're going to have now, where they're completely sort of like well-being wise is on check. They're making the decisions. They're doing all the stuff that they want to
yeah,
do. So to have that like audience participation and that feel and that kind of adrenaline rush when you're actually wanting to do it and feel in a good space must be amazing. And then to
yeah.
do it
You know
a
what they
second
are?
time round,
They are becoming 5. It's the answer. What are you becoming now? We are becoming
five.
5.
Or
5,
they could be
3 like
like
4, 3 like 3, 2,
two,
1, let's
one.
go.
Honestly, I am genuinely going to be like supporting and being like, yes, boys, now is your time. Fuck back in the early 2000s when you didn't want to fucking be here. I understand why. Now, stood in front of 38-year-old ladies like myself, like literally, can't wait. So yeah, we're
Yeah,
going to have two very different Saturdays, but we can report back on both.
yeah. No, Jay is my favourite now, though, I will give it. Yeah, definitely. So
Oh,
he's
can't
he's
wait. It's going
kept
to
it
be
very well.
good. And we both
Yeah.
said that we're recording on Sunday, aren't we? So we're going to be slightly delicate, I think, with
Yes.
Georgia.
Yeah, yeah. So, sorry, Georgia. No, we won't. We won't. I'll just have a very editing day of it. Well, I'll be doing the script, so
Yeah, we've got
that'll
well,
be
we've got
me.
script. Yeah, script to do, and then editing on the Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but I
when I say
think
script, we kind of script, we just guideline, don't we? So we don't go
yeah,
off track a bit. And I think that's what we've just learned because obviously the first episode, it just flowed because it's two of us and we can kind of go back and forth. The second one was a bit like
learning
everywhere,
our
like
learning our feet, weren't we? We were like finding our feet.
yeah.
Sorry, finding our feet, and it's mad, isn't it? Because when it is just two of you, obviously it's a conversation, isn't it? When you've got a third person in the mix and you're interviewing them or finding out more about them, you've both got different ideas and you want to get more out of them, and also like that person, you want to allow them to tell their story. It's actually like it's really hard to do, isn't it? Like, and I think
Yeah.
we thought it would be okay, and we did prep, of course. We jumped on early and we were like, right, let's see, and this is Jess's story and this, that and the other. And but we are very amateur at this, so I think we've also got to like remember that it was going to take time to kind of keep improving and whatnot. And yeah, we're just taking each episode as it comes, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. And then obviously we had a bit more of a structure to the last one. And then today we just got football.
Literally winging it.
We're literally just talking shit till it sticks. Like, that's not
Shit
even a
till it
saying, is
sticks.
it?
Shit till it's. I like it though, even if that's a new saying. Oh God. Well, actually, shit that sticks. I was thinking, that's a very whistle stop tour through this last 6 weeks. But like you went to your appointment yesterday, so
Yeah.
and obviously you shared online, because we were saying as well, like it'd be good to do follow up and keep people up to date with what's going on. So yeah, how did it go yesterday at the hospital?
So went down to, I can never say it again, Ostristry. It's, yeah, it's like the biggest orthopedic hospital in, like, for the Northwest. Um, Biggest or most well known, I don't know. Anyway, so we went down to there because I wanted to look at stem cell treatment going forward for the ankle. Unfortunately, stem cell treatment is not possible. Once they did a new X-ray and looked through my MRI scans, like I say, the pictures are online. You can see like the difference from the X-ray, which is December last year, to obviously this November. And not only is the joint, you can see it's a different color, and that's because like the bone density has gone pretty low, and that's just because I can't put as much weight
Mm,
through it anymore. And you'll see that the gap is completely closed between the joints. So it looks like it's fused basically already, but you can see where the screws are. There's like little holes and it's like battered. Do you know what I mean? You can
mm,
see where a smooth bone is and compared to that.
yeah,
So and there is big holes in it. You'll see one on the MRI where the screw is literally like that, and the holes literally like this around it. And their explanation was that you can't, if you returfed a broken football pitch or like a football pitch with holes in it, it ain't gonna work. You ain't gonna play on it, and that's
right.
unfortunately that's the same scenario here. I thought I was gonna have ankle distraction, but again, because of the damage to the bones, they're just saying it's not gonna work really. There is a chance, but the chance is under 50%. Do we take that chance? It's not just the bog standard operation where you recover like a broken bone 6, 12 weeks later. It's literally you can be in a cage for 3 to 6 months with this cage on
Mm,
to lengthen the limb, and then it's got to repair after that because obviously you've got to take the cage off and stuff. So is it, do you do that and then you're like that for another 6 months of your life and then it goes wrong and then you need an ankle diffusion
yeah.
and then you've got all this scar tissue. Sorry, my nose is running. I'm going to just blow my nose. So it was a bit of a like, okay, didn't want that answer. So the answer is ankle fusion.
Hmm.
I know we joked about in the first episode, like Rod Stewart's got his ankle fused.
Yeah.
Great for Rod Stewart. But there is people, and they, a bit on Strictly, and probably won't be able to wear heels again, apart from just posing for a photo or anything like that. And I know that sounds really pathetic, but I think the main aim, I said it to one of my friends yesterday, another Jess, and it kind of when I said it, I didn't realize how kind of deep it was. But I was like, if I can walk out of bed, like obviously in my dreams, I'm walking about, and if
Yeah.
I can get out of bed and walk like I can in my dreams, that's just a blessing in itself, and that's what the
Yeah.
ankle fusion is hopefully gonna do,
Amazing.
and I can walk about, so, yeah, so it's not the answer we wanted, but it's better than the situation I am in now where I can't walk, I'm using walking aids all the time or a wheelchair or, and all the things that come with that, and it's pain-free, that's the main thing as
Yeah.
well. Um, I forget, like, because you just kinda get used to pain, I think, now and again, when you just have it, do you know what I mean? And I've
Yeah.
got
When
to
you
make
live with it.
sure yeah, I've got to make sure like, I know if I've been on not on my feet, but even just sat like this, that's even after an episode, I get on the bed and make sure my foot's up because it's not it just feels heavy, it
Yeah.
feels you know what I mean? It's all that kinda, "Yeah, this needs a rest now," so
Yeah.
but yeah, that's where we're up to, so yeah, back to good old Stoke-on-Trent, and then we'll find out more, hopefully, like I say, in the new year. And the benefit of it as well, the ankle fusion, the recovery is not going to be as long as it would be with the ankle distraction, and hopefully get back to a little bit more normality
Yeah.
after that. So, yeah, just watch this space and we'll see where we're at on the next update. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely, and I think again, this is just, diving into that positive attitude. I was chatting to you on the Wednesday, and you were just like, "Not the news I want, but onwards and upwards. We go again. Ankle fusion. Here we go." And then you relayed the positives in terms of being pain free, shorter recovery, and hopefully that's going to be the best solution. You've tried other methods. It's not going to work. You can tick them off the box and off the list, so to speak, and move on. So again, that's just a testament to that positive attitude, which everyone is inspired by off the back of the feedback that we're having from our
Yeah.
episodes so far, which, by the way, is amazing. Like, we are getting messages in, aren't we, constantly? People are sharing it. People are talking about how they're enjoying the episodes. People are binge watching and listening our
I
episodes.
know.
I never thought people would be like, just binge watch all 3 of your episodes. Like, it's incredible. So again,
Do you think
thank you
they've
so
listened
much.
to us? Like, oh, like the one with Jess is like an hour. The other one's like 55 minutes nearly. That's 3 hours of them listening to our
Yeah.
voices. That's like Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Like, and there's lots of characters in Lord of the Rings.
There is. Well, luckily we've got 2 fantastic guests within those episodes that help break that up. But yeah, no, we are so grateful, and like, just these messages are just wild, aren't they? And we just didn't expect it. You know, we're really grateful, and yeah, and I think just going sort of back to your update, you know, people are here for finding out the follow on, and we've even talked about maybe, you know, catching back up with Becca and with Jess and with our other guests, you know, if we can chat to Katie in the new year, you know, making sure she's okay, and this, that and the other. So I think that's going to be really good if we can do that, and obviously keep your story ongoing as well. And the thing you said about heels, like, it's not pathetic at all. Like, it's the fact that you don't have the choice, and when a choice is taken away from you, that's really hard, whether it is something like wearing heels or it's, you know, deemed as bigger than that or whatever, but that's still affecting you, and it's still something that is really frustrating. So it's not pathetic at all. If there's any consolation though, wearing heels as you get older is a fucking no-go anyway. I
I
barely wear
know.
heels.
Well, it's just like it's a bit like because obviously, like even this veterans premiere we're going to, like Laura's sent me the nice dress she's wearing. I'm like, well, I brought Christmas do dresses and then I've sent them back because I'm not going to be going on and go like Christmas do's.
We can have one if you want.
Yeah, we can
Podcast Christmas do.
online like this, getting drunk. That could be a really good episode.
Or a terrible idea. I think we overshare anyway, let alone with some vodka in us.
Oh
But
my
you know, maybe
God.
let's put that on the list maybe to think about.
Yeah, that could be
Um,
a really good idea. Right, okay. Anyway, where I was going with that, but yeah, just to wear like even for your wedding, like, what the fuck do I put on my feet? Like I know
well,
people like, and don't say flip flops because they don't work either. Because the flip flops this way and then my foot goes this way. It's just like,
no, I was going to say that you really do rock the boots though. Like, you still look so glam and glitz. Like, and I can confirm that from the hen do. Like, all your lovely outfits, the glitz, everything you're wearing, and you've got a really cool pair of chunky boots on with them. So actually, you're paving the way for being a fashionista. So that's what you need to wear:
my
big
glittery
chunky
crutches.
boots. Yeah, exactly. So, and you know, without sounding too responsible, you need to do what you can to protect your foot. So you need
Oh
to
yeah,
fuck
I
the
know.
fashion off.
I know,
But
but it's just that vanity thing. We all have it,
yeah,
don't we? It's like I was talking to Amy again, who's going to be a potential guest who I've just
oh yeah,
connected with the last couple of days. She said the same.
yeah,
It's so like just it's that feminine side, isn't it?
yeah.
Feeling sexy, feeling gorgeous, feeling you know what I mean? And then you got a whacking pair of boots or a pair of Spice Girl trainers on.
But
Which seems to
that's
be
a
like, my only attire or a pair of Nikes. Like,
well, you're honestly though, you do rock them and you look amazing and you look really cool, and you've always had like out there fashion. Me and Rob were actually talking about this a while back when we just started this pod, and then we were like reminiscing about the overseas days, and we were like, do you remember when Lucy turned up at the Caribe for training and she had like a Sesame Street t-shirt on or something? It was like Sesame Street or something like that. Do you remember?
yeah,
And you had
probably.
that on with like a pair of shorts, like, and whatever else on your feet. So you've always had out there fashion. So I think this
Mm,
is just like is an extension of that. But definitely understand why there's their moments where you think, for fuck's sake, I just want to be able to put on a pair of
yeah.
heels. So
Like, I think I went to one of my friend's parties last year, Spud, who we've mentioned quite a bit between us. And he had a fancy dress party and it was Disney. So I went as Cinderella with one shiny shoe.
see, you're
Just to
even
wear the
rocking
heel.
that.
And I think they came off after like 10 minutes, but it was really awkward.
Yeah,
Like,
but I
it
better
was.
look good for the pictures to start with. Oh God.
No.
Well, I reckon we're done here now. I'm tired. Are you tired? After all that laughing, I'm knackered.
I feel more tired about 7 o'clock, and I think, oh my God, we've got a podcast to do, or 6 o'clock, even 5 o'clock now because it gets dark. And
Yeah.
then I wake up, and then this is why I'm up till 3 a.m. bloody editing. And then you get a message like, I think I've done, well, never done. I just kind of get all the ums and ahs and all that jazz
Yeah.
out and just make sure it flows and then put the music and all that jazz in
Yeah.
tomorrow. But it is getting
And then
easier, but I just can't help it. I'm just like, I just need to watch.
wired.
But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Our
So
time clocks are quite different after a podcast, aren't they? I'm like knackered going to bed, getting up with Phoebes, obviously at 5:30 in the morning, messaging you, replying to what you sent to me at like 1 in the morning from the podcast recording. So yeah, we are on slightly different time zones.
yeah,
But no, I think we've rounded up what's happened the last 6 weeks, haven't we?
yeah.
Sorry if this has definitely not been your cup of tea, considering we promote this as real life, real stories, real inspiration, and this is the trollop that you've listened to for the last however long. Anywho, we explained why, because we had to just fucking wing
Yeah.
it.
And we're gonna put a poll out. If you want a Christmas do episode,
With vodka.
this is where it's gonna go. And we need to do it drink by drink. If it gets worse, and then
Oh
you
my
can translate.
yes, and I
We'll
can
do
I can
that,
see if I've
yeah.
still got the skills there.
Y
All right, let's do that poll then and see if people
yeah.
want to have a Christmas do episode. Oh my god, fucking hell. Anyway, right. See ya. Who are you becoming?
Your mama coming today?
That's how we end the episode. So
I
just
know
fuck
what.
it.
I don't know.
I am becoming someone who is gonna watch the Traitors, find out who wins,
Yes,
and then go to bed.
and go to bed. Yeah,
Oh.
I am going to be. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I'll just agree. My head's gone now. I'm thinking of other things to do.
Right, bye. See
See you
ya.
later. We'll see you next week with Georgia.
See ya.
Bye.
Right, well that was fucking fun, wasn't it?